In this video, we made it to Dollywood. Hey, I'm Jasmine, Florida raised, now in Texas, exploring theme parks and so much more around the world. So if you're into theme parks, travel, and food like me, subscribe and follow along. Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new adventure. This time, we're in Tennessee. We decided to fly into Nashville and take a 3-hour drive to Pigeon Forge to knock off one of the theme parks that are on my bucket list. And for this momentous occasion, we're staying at one of 2 Dollywood resorts. This is HeartSong Lodge and Resort, a resort designed to embody one of Dolly Parton's loves, which is the Smoky Mountains. In total transparency, I can admit I didn't know much about the superstar other than a couple of hits like 9 to 5 and Jolene. But this stay has me wanting to learn more about her. I was not expecting such a grand, warm, and beautiful welcome like we did walking in. Just to look at this inviting, one-of-a-kind stone fireplace makes you want to cozy up right next to it with a good book and a coffee. So how about we show you around? The rooms are up first. Room tour our HeartSong Resort. Starting off here by the door, we have this mirror, full length, right at the entrance. We have these little closets right here with the safe, mini fridge, if I can open it. Very nice. Little ice bucket, ironing board, hangers, coat hangers on this side. We have the bathroom with the sink. It's a beautiful little sign over here. Shower and toilet. We walk further into the bedroom. This beautiful wall art of the Great Smoky Mountains, I want to assume. We have this little, I think it's called the dry bar, the sink, and a little coffee machine over here. We have a bench, the TV, and a little desk. This little seating area. And my favorite part, this cute little sound machine. You get to pipe in what noises you can put. How great is that? Postcards. Oh, how cute. Another great perk is that you can order room service, which includes adding Dollywood's famous cinnamon bread to that order, which you'll see us try a little bit later. We also had an incredible view of the outdoor amenities like the cozy fire pits for chilly nights and the epic pool for the warmer nights. Now off to show the rest of the resort, starting with this common area that has a microwave, ice machine, and water refill stations for guests to use freely. Then we head back downstairs to the lobby. Here you'll find Songbird Market Grab and Go, perfect for a quick bite before your park day. From sandwiches and salads to chips and baked goods, they've got tons of options here, along with some hot items and all your coffee and tea needs. Next is Honeysuckle and Pine, a goods mercantile that's got your Dollywood merch from apparel, decor, and more, as well as some resort exclusive merch too. Next is Ember and Elm, the resort's signature restaurant if you're looking for a sit-down option for breakfast and dinner. And finally, we found the coolest spot for a nightcap. The acoustic lobby is a chill space designed after Dolly's music and career, complete with some of her personal treasures like these blinged out guitars and this amazing guitar-inspired chandelier. It was like stepping into a mini Dolly museum, but with the lights dim, setting the tone for relaxation. It's a nice touch to have the bar here with a great selection of drinks to set the vibe. But for dinner, we decided to leave the resort area and check out this diner that was highly recommended to us. Sunliner Diner is a classic 1950s themed American diner, complete with retro card tables, neon lights, a jukebox, and the servers dressed with white paper caps and aprons. I was already enjoying this place so much, and I hadn't even received the food yet. Speaking of the food, their menu is printed on a newspaper. Genius. The menu had options like burgers and diner specialties like meatloaf and fried chicken, as well as breakfast, which is served all day, like eggs, pancakes, and waffles. And of course, no diner is a diner unless they have plentiful options of milkshakes and sundaes. We opted to choose a couple of burgers which looked so delicious. I got the Sunliner burger, which was pretty tasty but lacked a good sauce. It was just a tad dry. Gabe ordered the buffalo chicken sandwich, the better of the two. Juicy, saucy, and had a nice kick. And for dessert, we shared cookies and cream milkshake, which hit the spot. And you can't go wrong with a little salty and sweet action. Let me know, are you team fries dipped in a shake? Anyways, it was a fantastic dinner, highly recommend. It's finally time to go to Dollywood. And a couple of great perks of staying at the parks resorts are that you get complimentary transportation via trolley to and from the parks, and you get complimentary time saver pass, which is awesome. We finally arrived at this highly awarded theme park and was ready to see for myself what makes it so special. We arrived maybe 30 minutes before opening time and noticed everyone taking part in the national anthem. We made it inside the gates, welcomed by the iconic Dollywood sign, and got to walk through this beautiful and photo-worthy art installation that changes throughout the season. In this case, it was leaves for the fall since we're here for the Harvest Festival. Then as we walk further in, we find these gigantic pumpkins that were, This thing is bigger than my whole body. Impressed and excited for the day, our first stop was in Jukebox Junction. Not knowing we'd match the theme from last night's dinner, I was happily surprised for some more 1950s vibes. They have a drive-in restaurant, which we'll visit a little later, that serves classic diner items. And walking further into this 50s era neighborhood, that's where you'll find Rockin' Roadway, a family-friendly ride that has you driving in classic retro cars, which looked so fun for the kiddos. Or maybe even grown adults, who's to say? But we were here for Lightning Rod, a wooden coaster that has you riding in tricked out hot rods as your ride vehicle. As it starts off revving up like a hot rod would, it then speeds through 3,800 foot track and propels you down a 165 foot drop. This coaster gives you so much airtime. This was my favorite coaster we rode that day, maybe even ever. As we walk further into Craftsman Valley, we find our next ride, Blazing Fury, a dark ride themed after a small town's out-of-control fire. This ride was built in the 70s, and I wish I could show you video just to see how quirky this ride is. After that, we walk towards Wilderness Pass for the next fire-themed ride. Fire Chaser Express is a family thrill coaster. As we lined up seeing the ride vehicle come in backwards, I knew this wasn't going to be an average family coaster. It's a dual launch coaster that speeds you through the track forward, then stops at an epic fireworks scene, and then jets you backwards. It was actually really fun, but I should note if you're prone to motion sickness, this one might make you feel a bit woozy after that backwards launch. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Or maybe just me. But it's time to try the viral Dollywood cinnamon bread. Let me tell you, seeing videos of this bread is the reason Dollywood was on the map for me. There are reports of them making thousands of loaves on a full park day. So now you see why I was looking forward to this moment. Just walking near the gristmill, you can smell that cinnamon in the air. I finally got my hands on the cinnamon bread. Freshly baked every day with their special cinnamon butter massaged into the crevices of this loaf. I know you're drooling, and so was I. I don't know if I should grab it with my hand. I'm going for the middle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. It's dripping. I'm so excited.
That's so dope.
Oh my god. It's everything I ever dreamed of and hoped for. Try a bite.
Wow.
You make me want to dance. Look at this. Look at it glisten in the sun. The icing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Icing's me.
You try with the icing first. Mmm. No? Apple butter?
Good.
Mmm. It's super good. I think it's the best cinnamon bread I've ever had. I like to highlight the Eagle Mountain Sanctuary next, an aviary house that houses non-releasable bald eagles, and there were so many of these cuties. These birds at Dollywood are under the care of the American Eagle Foundation, which is authorized to keep these non-releasable birds for education, exhibition, rehabilitation, and breeding purposes. These people are doing a great thing here, and it was really cool to learn a bit more about these North American icons. We then backtracked towards the village so we can ride on the famous Dollywood train, but we got there too late and missed the train, so we had to wait for the train to come back around. While we waited, we decided to have a walk around the country fair area of the park. As we admired the cute flat rides and watched the others brave the intense spinning ones we wouldn't dare try, we felt like getting an ice-cold beverage nearby. We found Midway Market, a concession stand with all the classics like cotton candy, pretzels, popcorn, and Coke products. But a classic icy sounded great to us. They had so many great options, but Gabe opted for the cherry and Coke, while I had watermelon and a blue raspberry fusion. Now the train was back at the depot, so it was time to ride on the Dollywood Express, an authentic coal-fired steam engine. Because it is authentic, they warn you that you will experience contact with coal, soot, and cinders, which we did notice a little bit, so we recommend wearing sunglasses to avoid anything getting in your eye. Also, this is a popular attraction, so line up 20 minutes before the train is set to depart.
Any ideas of whose cabin that might be? No, it ain't Dolly Parton's. It's a rental cabin. It's got an elevator in it. Full story over on the left side. You know, on the left side, you look through the book and you'll see above Dollywood. Most about the best place to view the story. Cold, drink about 5,000 gallons of water.
Now we are ready to ride some more coasters. Up next, Tennessee Tornado, a multi-loop steel coaster ride that's got a 128-foot drop, 3 inversions, and speeds up to 70 miles per hour. This was Dollywood's first major coaster that was built in 1999, so it's got some age and was a bit rough, but nonetheless really fun. Fun fact, this ride was built into the natural terrain, so that drop I mentioned earlier goes right through the mountain. Next was one that I was a little nervous to ride. Wild Eagle is America's first wing coaster. That's right, you're not on a track, but hanging on either side of the track, hovering over air. This one's got a 135-foot drop, 4 inversions, extreme banking, and a maximum speed of 61 miles per hour. But being one of the newer coasters, this baby was smooth and so fun. I truly had nothing to worry about because I can literally ride this coaster over and over and over again, which we definitely did on this trip. This coaster was my husband's favorite. With all the coasters out of our system, it was time to eat. First stop was at Hickory House Barbecue in Craftsman Valley for their loaded pulled pork barbecue fries. The fries, curly. The pork, juicy. The sauce, savory and delicious. My only complaint is that I wish it was a bigger portion, but this was quality barbecue, a definite must for me. Afterwards, we hit up Miss Lillian's Mail House for their mac and cheese bowl. That comes with 2 sides, which I thought was great value for your money. We tried the mac and cheese first, topped with pulled pork, bacon, and sour cream. I'm a sucker for mac and cheese, and this creamy, delicious masterpiece was just how I like it. Do me a favor and add this one to the must list. Then we tried the coleslaw, and it was refreshing, but just okay. But that cornbread was a sleeper hit. Warm, savory, and sweet. It was so good. And for dessert on this warm September day, we're back at Red's Drive-In to get one of their specialty milkshakes. And for the fall season, they had a pumpkin pie caramel milkshake. If you're a pumpkin spice lover like me, you'll love this so much. Now we find ourselves in an area we haven't explored yet, and that's Wildwood Grove, voted the best kids area from the Golden Ticket Awards, and it's clear to see why. This area was so whimsical and beautiful, filled with fun-looking flat rides in this gorgeous landscape. I found myself really enjoying finding a park bench nearby and taking in the atmosphere. On the ride list next is Dragonflyer. This is a family coaster, but what I didn't know was that they list it as a moderate thrill coaster. Here we thought we'd be cruising peacefully, but this suspended family coaster reaches speeds up to 43 miles per hour. A sleeper hit of this park, in my opinion. Then we went to the newest coaster of the park, which was built in 2023, Big Bear Mountain. This is Dollywood's longest family multi-launch roller coaster that circles you through the track to find a bear on the loose for nearly 2 minutes. With speeds of 48 miles per hour, this was pretty fast. Faster than I expected for a family coaster, I guess. The best part is when it whips you through a cave and you hear the bear roar. Definite fun addition to the Wildwood Grove area. Now we are in Timber Canyon, another cute lumberjacky themed land, complete with a couple more flat rides. But we're here for a coaster I was warned about.
Inside, you best get out in haste, or find a place where you can hide as the mind is laid to waste in the misty, misty wild.
As fun as that theme song is and the haunted aesthetic fits the spooky vibe of the season, I got things to say. First, the facts. This steel coaster ride includes an 85-foot drop, a 95-foot drop, 2 complete inversions, and extreme banking. I heard it was rough, but I did not expect the roughness that we got. My head was banging against the restraints with every bank and every drop, enough to give me a migraine, and poor Gabe left the ride nauseous and with a stiff neck. I truly never hated a ride as much as I hated this one. Just be warned.
I'm jacked up. Mystery of mine, I don't like it.
But we finally made it to our final ride of the day, Thunderhead. Their tagline is, "It's the wildest ride in the woods." And it was wild indeed. This wooden coaster has a 100-foot drop, 22 exhilarating quick turns, extreme banking, and a maximum speed of 55 miles per hour. It felt so much quicker than that to me though. It was so much fun. I ranked it my 3rd favorite coaster in the park. As we wrap up our day in the park, we found a comfy people-watching spot on Show Street and realized we rode 10 attractions on our must-ride list. It goes to show you what a wonderfully not crowded day it was. Early September was such a great time to visit. But before we go, we had to try one more snack before the day ends. We are headed to Market Street for the famous Potato Tornado, a potato spiral fried on a stick. And you can't go wrong with any form of fried potato. Or so I thought. We'll blame it on the fact that we were one of the last orders of the day and they could have been fried a bit more. But what we got were a bit too soggy for our liking. It was a miss for us. As we headed out of the park back to our resort, we weren't quite ready to end the day yet. So we headed to HeartSong's bar called High Note inside the Ember and Elm restaurant. They were open late and had a great array of drinks like these Harvest Festival specialty cocktails, as well as some tasty shareable options, flatbreads, entree options, and even dessert. We ordered a couple of the specialty cocktails, which put us in the fall mood, so delicious, as well as grabbed the shareable nachos with the choice of protein. And y'all, get the shaved prime rib. It was tender, flavorful, and perfection. I just wanted to mention how much I enjoyed every bit of this special park. But this trip is not over yet, so make sure to subscribe to get notified when the next epic Dollywood video comes out. Oh, and I hope you know that you are loved. See you in the next one. On the next episode, we're back in Dollywood, but this time enjoying everything that is the Harvest Festival. And maybe we'll add a couple of sneaky repeats. Can't wait to show you the vibes of this park at night.